Hello, hello, I'm the official name raider. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we'll be looking at Staryu and Starmie. I actually really like Sharika. That's just kind of clever. So, there's not too much to say about it. Like, it is kind of self-explanatory by the description, but just, I like that. I think that's really clever. Now going from something good to something bad, Patrick. We're going to be seeing lots of Patrick Star things. Get prepared to see that 50 billion times because that's it. Poseidon we'll go ahead and throw on as your generic water type nickname. And I'm pretty sure this was like literally in the last episode. I mean, technically it was Neptune, but it's the same god. So there you go. But that's kind of funny how I pointed out. I said, yeah, you're going to see this in every single episode of Water-type Pokemon, and here it is. Proving me right. Now, Aquarius, I'm noticing is kind of popular, because I saw it on the spreadsheet when I was loading up this episode. But that is my number one choice. That is the one that I think is just literally perfect. It's an astrological sign. It's the water bearer, despite being a wind-type star sign. Doesn't matter, but all the same, it fits perfectly, and like there's no talking your ways around it. So it's like I feel like it's a popular choice or known choice for a reason. That's just because it's legitimately good. I guess I can acknowledge Superstar. It's not really a good nickname, but I don't think it's crap. So like if I saw someone using it, I wouldn't feel the need to criticize them. I'd just be like, oh cool, mine's Aquarius, and that'd be it. But like, it fits and it makes sense. Alright, I gotta do this now because this is like the third different star I've seen named. I've seen Orion, and then there was something else that I already forgot the name of. If you want to name it after an actual star, that's fine. I don't care. I just don't really think of it as the most interesting thing, if that makes sense. Like, it's fine. It's just not one I'd use, but it's popular enough to where I guess it's worth acknowledging and giving an idea. Death Star I actually like as well. That was Aquarius and Death Star were the two I had written down for this episode, and yeah, I think that one's funny because star, and it works in terms of both. I've also seen, we saw it in Sharika, but I've also seen Shuriken like thrown around a bunch, and I don't really care for that as a name, honestly. I mean, there's also the Donkey Kong Country enemies, starfish enemies that are just called Shuri, and I still don't think that's a good name either. But if you're that persistent and adamant about using it, just know that it's a popular choice. But I also really like this guy for at least talking about Jet Force Gemini, a very underrated, very good game. It just has one problem with you have to 100% it or you just don't beat the game at all. I gotta be honest, I'm not sure how many people would, like, I don't know, this is a really weird one where it's like, oh, that makes sense, and I feel like it should be obvious to me, but it wasn't at first. So I wonder how many people, if they saw a Starmie named Van Gogh, would instantly think of Starry Night. Because I wouldn't, and I feel like Van Gogh just kind of fits Smeargle better, and I feel like that's going to be the thing that most people are going to default to, but like, I understand the logic behind it. Okay. So, I was thinking about giving a shouting warning because someone criticized me for shouting, even though I don't think I get that loud. Anyway, we've already gone over Death Star. Riverstone isn't good. Starfire, Starburst are actually okay. I'm fine with those. I'm trying to think if there would be a better thing that Starfire would fit, because it's a water type, so it just kind of doesn't work. And if you wanted to reference, like, Teen Titans, I mean, that could work, but again, there's probably someone else better, like maybe a fire type, for instance. Star Wars, I don't really care, and then Star Pawa, I don't even know what that is. Ruby and Sapphire, that's just not interesting to me. Gemini is okay, but I definitely think Aquarius tops it. I sort of understand the logic because it's technically two starfishes, so it's like, okay, that sort of works. Spinoff is actually clever. That one's actually pretty good. If you wanted to use that, I think you could use it for just about anybody that's capable of learning Rapid Spin, but if I'm honest, not anymore, because the newer generations suck, but like, before the first 4 generations where Starmie actually moved and was constantly spinning around like it fit perfectly. But now that Starmie is just a static image and has no life in it at all, it no longer works. So it'll only fit for like rapid spin. But prior to that, like, you know, you could find that for someone who is constantly moving if there's any Pokemon models that actually move left, because they don't. They have no life. So I gotta be honest, there's a lot of things in here that I am actually kind of like skimming past that still are good nicknames. It's like this one's Starfy, which I know, and I think most people only know exists because of Smash Brothers. But if you also wanted to, because I thought about Twink from Paper Mario, there's references in that. I've also seen Sushi. Just there's a lot here, if I'm honest. I'm skimming past because it's just a lot, and I don't want to spend 50 minutes going over nicknames. But yeah, those work just as well. And Ziggy Stardust. I've seen that before, but I don't think that'll fit. It kind of has like 13, 14 characters. So if you're playing Pokemon Go, that's like the only way you could use it. Okay, so we'll acknowledge this one, I guess. I don't quite understand why Hermione. I think Misty works because, again, if you want to name it after their signature trainers, I do think this is a fair idea. I'm getting tired of seeing Patrick, if I'm honest. It's only like been maybe the 20th time on the first page of Google. I haven't counted, but I'm going to say that's pretty close. And then Pulsar I've seen before on the Name Reader site, and I guess we'll acknowledge it because I'm seeing it a second time. The description fits. It's fine. Okay, we've reached the bottom. I'll be honest, I read like maybe about half of this and then I got tired because I was like, I don't think this has anything to do with Starmie. I think it's just a bunch of people shouting random nonsense at each other with pictures. So I'm just giving up on that. If you find anything on that link, let me know, because it kind of just seems like gibberish to me. In other words, we've clicked on everything else and searched through everything. There has been a lot, and I will not cover every single thing at the end. Just know that. But last stop, spreadsheet. Alright, so everything we've either seen already or just isn't good. So that's something, I guess. I almost thought I did it. I told you to go away before I start recording, and you're back. Alright, so the two I still like best are Death Star and Aquarius. Aquarius is best option, but out of all the stuff we read, I think Sharika is probably my favorite, because I think that one's clever. And the actual Tumblr name reader wasn't full of crap either, but I'm willing to bet they probably aren't his ideas. So spin-off is good, and I think you could apply that to a lot of them, like even just Onyx and Steelix, who are constantly rotating, but probably not anymore because the newer generations decided fuck quality animations, we want static JPEGs. That's exactly what we want. Who needs time and effort? I'm one of those people. Hate me if you want to, but yeah, Aquarius is my choice. Hopefully there's been at least something in here. A lot of different brainstorming ideas and just, in general, decent suggestions. There wasn't really anything that angered me outside of just Patrick. So any other ideas or suggestions you have, I'd like to hear them. Let's keep it going. It appears that there's a lot to work with Starmie, and it's a popular choice. It's a good Pokemon. Just doesn't move anymore.